I already pushed record. Okay, so I've posted, before I started Vlogos, I have posted one video, I believe, in the past year, and that was a story time. And other than that, I've been pretty off the radar. I started dating a guy, and he has AFAP, which is attenuated familial Adenomatous polyposis. It is a gene that causes you to not be able to regulate tumor growth. And on top of that, he had 4 tumors in his stomach. He was stage 3 when we started dating, and he was honest about it from the get. At that point in time, he was planning and getting ready to have a surgery that would have happened in August that would have replaced his lower colon where he had polyps, and pull out his stomach as well where he had the tumors, so that he wouldn't even have the parts of his body that had the cancer. And he was going to be able to live a normal life after that. In April, he started what he called PreChemo. It was like a lower dose chemo to get you ready, get your immune system and your body ready for full-on chemo. And he was supposed to be doing that for 2 weeks. That wasn't supposed to make the tumor smaller, but it should have at least stopped growth. It did not, and he had a really bad immune reaction and stopped. But before he made the decision to stop, I felt like I wanted him to know that I was committed, whether he decided to continue with chemo or he decided to stop treatment. And so I proposed to him, and we got married 2 months later. During that time, he did quit chemo, and by a month after our wedding, to the day, he was diagnosed with, well, originally he was diagnosed with kidney failure, but then they found out that it was his only good kidney, because he lost his other kidney when he was younger in an accident. His only kidney was completely filled with tumor and had spread to distant lymph nodes as well as his liver. In July, when he got that diagnosis, he was given 4 to 10 months to live, but realistically around the holidays. Obviously, this being a Vlogmas vlog, yeah. So, we have made bucket list, and we couldn't visit all of the places that he wanted to go, not due to money concerns. We were actually offered the money for the trips, but we made a trip to Denver, which is about an hour plane ride for us, and it was really, really hard on him. Car rides are hard on him, and with an hour-long flight being that hard, we knew we couldn't make it to DC, which is where he wanted to go. He's my panda, and we were supposed to go up to the Smithsonian and then also to go see the giant pandas. And we're pretty devastated. We don't have a lot of time left. I don't know what I'm gonna do I guess I just wanted to kind of give an update on my husband and tell you what it's like to live in the last days of somebody's life. I have to keep in mind that, like, I own my own house, and so sometimes I rent out my basement. And renting out my basement to a roommate is choosing to force my husband to have a particular person, good or bad, in their life in the last months of his life. In the last months of his life. And it affects every decision you make, that thought process. They call stuff anticipatory guilt, and it's awful. Like, you go through the grieving process while they're still here, while they're still alive, and you kind of think you have your shit together, and then they're gonna die. He's gonna die. It's hard. I haven't known him for very long. I haven't dated him for very long. And I understand that it's gonna be a fraction of my life, but it's hitting me really hard. I don't know what I'm gonna do without him. I have so many exes that I still talk to that it's like, even if we got divorced, I feel like he'd still be in my life, but that's not the case when somebody dies. I've had grandparents pass when I was young, acquaintances from high school, acquaintances in the rave scene that overdosed, but this is my husband. Well, I'm sorry, I don't want to be super emotional on camera, so I'm just gonna ask that you like this video, comment if you have anything to say, and please subscribe to my channel, and you will hear less sad stuff than this video is about. Please subscribe. Love you guys.